Well, I found a new story that really fries my air. It really boils my oil. It bakes my potato. And I'll tell you what it is. I was perusing, the typical off-grid, solar, farming kind of news that I tend to go to, and I came across this series of articles. So, just to summarize, multiple people proposed class action lawsuit filed this week alleges that 4 frozen potato producers conspired and shared trade information to coordinate price increases. Okay, but the headline was from Fortune magazine, a potato cartel conspired to make your frozen fries 47% more expensive. Now, I love French fries, potatoes, probably my favorite vegetable, probably my favorite fruit. I'm a consumer of all kinds of potatoes. I love potatoes. The fact that people are manipulating the potato market, this seems like very much trading places to me. I don't know. There's something that doesn't seem. So I wanted to dig a little bit more into this article.
Mayday! I'm losing your transmission. I said French fries. What the? Do we sell French fries?
Exactly. So while we're teeing that up, so here, let's jump in. So we have our choice: Idaho Statesman, Supermarket News, Fortune. How often do you see Fortune and Supermarket News and Idaho Statesman all next to each other in the news? Hot potato. Redner's lawsuit accuses companies of creating frozen French fry cartel. That's what the lawsuit said. It was a frozen French fry cartel. So this piqued my interest. Let's see here. Employee-owned regional grocery chain Redner's Markets is suing the nation's largest potato companies, alleging that the 4 dominant processors of frozen potato products colluded to fix prices and gouge consumers. I don't like either one of those things. We don't want to fix prices and gouge anybody. The lawsuit, filed November 15th, so this was last week, in the Northern District Court of Illinois, potato capital of the world, claims that the companies Lamb Weston, McCain Foods, J.R. Simplot Company, and Cavendish Farms, which collectively control 97% of the more than $68 billion U.S. frozen potato food market. And they colluded to fix prices. So you're telling me these 4 companies are responsible for 90% of the frozen potatoes, the French fries that I'm eating, the frozen fries that I'm eating? 90%, 97% is from these 4 companies. It's a $68 billion industry, which kind of makes sense because I'm probably responsible for like $30 billion of that consumption every year. In 2021, and again in spring of 2022, while facing increased input costs, defendants changed their pricing methods to collectively impose, quote, strong-arm price hikes, with no worry their customers could defect to competitors. Frozen potato prices climbed 47% from July 2022 to July 2024, the lawsuit claims. That's 2 years. So we're talking about 2 years. In 2 years, 4 companies that control a $7 billion industry raised prices by almost 50%. I mean, that does actually seem like a French Fry Mafia. This seems like trading places, frozen commodities, frozen orange juice here. I think we might have to dig a little deeper into this. Let's go back to this article for a sec. Let's finish this thing out. None of the companies named in the lawsuit could be immediately reached for comment. Oh, no kidding. In contrast to their own sales prices, defendants' input costs peaked in 2022 and fell steadily after that. Oh, so that's great. So they were using less money to make their product, but taking more money to sell their product. That seems smart, I guess. The matching price increases, they matched their price increases, resulted in unprecedented margins for the companies. The lawsuit adds that the former VP of International at Lamb Weston said in 2023 that the Simplot Weston McCain margins, quote, have never seen margins this high in the history of the potato industry. In the storied history, in the long and storied agricultural history of the potato business, there has not been a more profitable time to be in that business than right now. because we can control the prices. I think that's part of the issue here. What else we got? And to conceal their conspiracy, because every good conspiracy needs to be concealed, at least Lamb Weston told its managers to communicate about competitor pricing and business intelligence using texting instead of emails to avoid creating emails that could be discovered in the event of an antitrust investigation. Now, I don't know how the law works. I imagine in an antitrust investigation, emails is probably standard practice to subpoena and get from, and phones, text might be a little harder. I buy that. Let's see here. Redner's Market, headquartered in Reading, Pennsylvania, operates 44 grocery stores and 24 quick stop convenience stores throughout eastern Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Delaware. That's impressive. They're company owned, they're employee owned, with 44 grocery stores, 24. That's good for you, Red. I salute you, Redners. Good job. And thank you for bringing this very important bit of information out into the public here, because we're getting had. We're getting fried by 4 companies. Redner's released a statement to the Supermarket News on Wednesday afternoon. Let's hear what Redner's has to say about this. As part of our mission to exceed customer expectations by offering the freshest products and lowest prices, Redner's Markets is committed to challenging this behavior, said Eric B. White, Director of Marketing and Communications. Quote, artificially inflated food prices affect families and communities everywhere. True that. Making it harder for consumers to access affordable groceries. This lawsuit is about accountability and ensuring a fair marketplace. 2 really important things. Feel that way. By taking action against anti-competitive practices, Redner's reinforces its mission to uphold fair pricing and stand up as a champion for its customers by working tirelessly to ensure the affordability and quality they deserve. Well, you know what I say? I salute you, Redner's Market. You are putting a big spotlight on a really important problem here, because anecdotally, yes, French fries, frozen French fries. I love fries. We love fries. 4 companies controlling 97% of a $7 billion market, raising their prices 50% over a 2-year period when their production costs are going down. That's what I got out of this article. That's what I'm getting from the Redner's lawsuit. And if this is going to be a class action lawsuit, is this like, hey, raise your hand. How many fries have I consumed in 2 years? I probably got like a multi-million-dollar claim in this class action lawsuit, because I feel like I've been duped. I've been had. McCain, Cavendish Farms, Canada, United States. Guys, we got to figure this out. We can't be duping the majority of this hardworking country, the kids in this country. We can't be duping them of quality fries. We can't be inflating the price on that just to mark ourselves up. That's not okay. That's not acceptable. We could do better than that. So, and we will. We will. Some thanks to Redner's. I'm going to follow this story, but this is a little departure from off-grid. I'm going to get back to some things. We've had some gray days. We've had to use the car for a lot of power these past few gray days, and I'm going to pull some of that information up. And in the meanwhile, don't worry about the potatoes. We've got good people looking out for us. French fries are still there. We're still producing, and we're going to figure out ways through this to bust up this notorious French Fry Mafia, this cartel of potatoes. We're going to bust them up, and we're going to do it the off-grid way. So stay tuned. Hope you guys have enough power for your day inside and out, and I will definitely catch you on the flip side.